Hello and welcome to our playthrough of Stellaris Federations. So all the newest DLC with some mods. In addition, we're playing on Grand Admiral difficulty, the hardest difficulty, and with a 25 times strength crisis. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough as much as I'm enjoying playing it. Now let's head into our episode. Alright, hello, welcome back. Like I said, the next time I started a video, I assume it's going to be for a crisis start. I've been sitting here, this is the latest I've ever seen a crisis spawn. Usually they spawn around 24, 25, give or take a few years. A lot has happened since then, but first we're going to cover this. So we're getting a ghost signal. So I'm pretty sure this crisis is going to be an AI... This is either going to trigger an AI rebellion, which sucks, or it's going to trigger the AI crisis, which is going to be interesting. So we have detected a very faint tachyon signal being continuously transmitted across the entire galaxy. Our technicians are unable to trace the signal to its source as it bounces between several hidden relay stations. Aside from adding a small amount of background noise and FTL transmissions on certain subspace frequencies, the signal does not seem to have any apparent effect. Efforts to track the relay stations are underway, but until then, we may simply have to learn to live with this ghost signal, as it has been dubbed by the more imaginative elements of galactic media. Monitor the signal for any changes. So there we go. A mysterious tachyon signal is being transmitted. No anomalies, no anomalies. Throughout the entire galaxies by parties unknown, the signal is extremely faint and we're unable to deduce its purpose, assuming it has one. So, since you've last been here, I've gotten the Craymac up and running, and as you can see, not only does it provide a ton of energy, a ton of physics research, and a lot of dark matter, it costs, a pittance in alloys to keep running. That's actually very worth it. But in addition, it does trigger civilian black hole access, reducing my pop consumer goods upkeep by 35%, which is really good. We have our robot Primarch. Oh, that's... Robots can't die. That's going to be interesting. This could go very weird very fast then. In addition, I'm going to let time tick along here, I've produced the Nidvalar Hyperforge. So the Neutronium Gigaforge just goes around a star. For those of you who have seen Avengers Endgame? No, the other one. Yes, Avengers Endgame. The final Avengers movie. Yes, this is a direct shout out to where Thor's axe is created, like, directly. In addition, Nidvalar in Norse mythology is where dwarves dwell, who make usually all the weapons of the gods. So it does pop out an incredible amount of alloys, but it also costs 1 influence and a lot of minerals to keep going. In addition to these, I think it's 1500 base, and then you get a 15% overall bonus to every alloy, just flat alloy creation, more army damage, and more ship weapon damage. So I've made that. In addition, hey, zoom out, my friend, zoom out. I've started on a star lifter, so we're going to be mining this star for minerals. And that is coming along nicely, and it does take a lot of energy, but we have a lot of energy, so not a big deal. In addition, I don't know, I can't remember if I covered this in a video or not, but, and I apologize if I'm getting repetitive with this, I've also started on a coordination center for even more naval capacity, so we can have even more ability. We only have 4, I would like 6 or 7, ideally, possibly even 8 would be appreciated. We've settled some molten worlds and some toxic worlds as the... Like I said, I built gas giants, and I like this concept, the unique districts. But for molten worlds and toxic worlds, you just get your basic planets. Now they are heavy. I believe, yeah, this was a, I want to say, molten world. They are heavy in minerals. Now I think this was a toxic world. This was a molten world. Oh no, this was a toxic world. I stand corrected. So this was a toxic world, and as you can see, it produced a lot of minerals, as do molten worlds. So, not the worst, but I'd rather have unique districts. That's me. I have started on a frozen world somewhere. I've hooked up a bunch of gateways. I've kept... That's fine. I've kept pace with population growth. A unit of rogue synthetics went off-grid. Uh-oh. So this is... I'm pretty... Yeah, so this is going to trigger... This is going to be interesting. I've never had the AI crisis trigger with an A, we're being run by AIs, and B, we have a AI empire. Alright, so a unit of rogue synthetics which went off the grid months ago after failing a report for work was confronted by a team of heavily armed government agents on Usquara Secundus today. It resulted in a large public firefight that claimed the lives of dozens of our agents and almost 1,000 innocent bystanders before the synth. At least they were dealt with. Okay. Yeah, no, our robot Pop is happy. They have full rights. Boy, we're gonna need those fleets sooner rather than later, I guess. I focused on our defenses, because I assumed it would be the Praetorian, the interdimensional travelers there. I think it's the Unbidden? Because I foolishly, honestly, just assumed that because of all the AI in the galaxy, and the fact that they were mostly friendly, that this crisis couldn't spawn, but apparently I'm wrong. So we may very well be very close to getting our ass handed to us. Alright, that's the cheapest. Yeah, I think it would be kind of cool if there was a way to blow this up. Like, a crisis spawns, you blow off the L gate, blow up the L gate so that no matter what, you've got a small pocket of survivors. But I can also understand why they don't allow that. Ooh, there's some clipping.
Construction complete.
Alright. You can also build Titans. I don't think I've queued up any Titans. And I can go ahead and queue up, sorry, defenses. So I can do, wait a minute.
Innovation rollout.
Hold on. Okay, no, I've deleted this a number of times. I don't know why it keeps throwing it back in there. Very weird. Could make a Colossus. We have an Annihilator Cannon. We haven't really messed with the Titans. Oh, we did. We made Missile Titans. Okay. Okay. The flagship isn't worth it, to be honest. For the amount of resources it takes, I don't think it's worth it. Let's see. How much extra energy? Oh, also... Ah, here we go. Got to upgrade my strike cruisers. Alright, so let's go into Fleet Manager, and each of you get... How many Titans can we handle? 7! Well, a Titan would be nice. So let's go ahead and throw in a Titan to every fleet. And then, actually, I think we can just reinforce all quite easily. Gonna take so long to get through that list. Alright. Let that stand, let it chunk through. Wow! Not sure how it can build 3 Titans simultaneously, but I am not complaining. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna trigger the... Not the Cybrex. The Cybrex are the ones who fought them. I forget what they're called. It's been that long since I've seen them. I run into the Praetorian all the time. I run into the Unbidden all the time. I run into the War in Heaven all the time. The War in Heaven is actually a mid-game crisis, and it's when 2 ancient empires wake up and decide to fight each other. But I almost never run into this. So it will be interesting to see what happens. Otherwise, our sectors are fine. I've gotten more... Oh wait, nope, no. No, before I forget... Edicts. I've been meaning to do this for a while. Architectural Renaissance. Done. The other desperate measures... That's only in a defensive war. Scientific revolutions is a pretty good one. Will to power is another good one. Because it really triggers what you can do with the rest of originally, you'd click will to power, you could just keep all these up running all the time. But they've changed how this works, so not sure how good that is. The Ecumenopolis is growing just fine. Oh, the other thing I did is... Where are you? Here, I believe. Now, you notice it says 13 planet size, but I have 22 potential districts. The reason being... Hold on. Ilya. And I like this too. This should go into the main game as well. For a much reduced price of a ring world, for a mere 5 and 15, you can produce an orbital arcology. So if you can produce a ring world, this should be a problem. And it just adds 11 districts. And it's usually agriculture, energy, and city. This is a rural world. Did I focus on... Oh, okay, so I want this to be a food processing center. Okay, good to know. So what we'll do is we'll build a bunch of that. And we'll just go ahead and max that out. But I like that idea too. That idea should be in the base game as well. The only thing else I was messing with was I was thinking of the idea of building the space stations that you can stick people in, but they're so... They do provide decent bonuses, but they're so micromanagement intensive, I'd rather just settle more planets and throw people onto those. A little longer to get going, but a lot more space and population in the long run. Okay. A synthetic work detail of Squire Secundus was recently discovered to have been diverting. Building, in an abandoned hangar. Half-finished was found. All the synths involved is certainly dismantled. It's already analyzed, but they appear to have self-wiped just before the units went offline. Something their manufacturer sure this should be impossible. Why would they be building a ship? Uh-oh. This is not good.
Ships upgraded. Ships upgraded. Ships upgraded.
This will be interesting. And the... There we go. It will be interesting, because like I said, I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. With these guys, and there's, these guys woke up. The Jehetma Dominion. Hey! Our Star Lifter is a step closer to completion. Blaster Rag grows increasingly dim. Now it's up to 1,000. So I don't think we're buying anymore, no. Okay, so we're fine on all materials. We have a plethora of resources going into the fight. I don't think we have a strong enough army, navy, / sort of thing. For that, I apologize. Okay. Game froze. Thank you. Orion refugees well. They're welcome. The Squire Prime. Plenty of job. Wow! Almost out of jobs. Alright, so what do we have? We've got brains. I guess alloys?
Innovation rollout.
One of these, and that should be fine. All the same shield hit points. Hey! Hipra is now connected. But I think we're fine. Like, I thought about settling here, but I kind of don't want to with what's about to happen. Stuff is happening in the galaxy. Definitely want strongholds as many planets as possible. Yeah, I suppose at this point in the game, Corvettes are probably close to useless. But I still like using them. Because if you notice, I don't think anyone else is using Corvettes. 246,000. So if we go into here and take a look at, I mean, it's 5 dreadnoughts, 2 carriers, 3 battleships, and a battle cruiser. So none of the little guys. Alright, so which rank we... let's do the 17. We can wait on these. Yeah, and that's what I've just been doing, is just maintaining things and pushing forward and waiting for this crisis to spawn. All things equal, edict duration. Constructed the larger grid surrounding. Great. Oh, and this is a frozen world that I'm converting. So I've never done a frozen world either, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be like the
Construction complete.
molten worlds or toxic worlds, where it's just gonna be a regular planet with maybe an overabundance of either mining or energy, right? There's the Strategic Coordination Center. Excellent.
Construction complete.
Yeah, we're not gonna trigger that in time. At some point, everything is about to go to hell. Alright, pause. Everything defensive first. I should have done that differently. Yeah. I need a solar shipyard uplink. So to trigger that, I need a solar shipyard district in the system. I don't know where that comes from. Meanwhile, and that is everything defensive. There's literally nothing else I can put on this station. Oh, the other thing I was gonna do, yeah, is we're just waiting. Always with the waiting. Uh-oh, synthetic disappearances. It's getting worse. Alarming reports of mass disappearances among the galaxy's synthetic population becoming more and more frequent. Millions of units are now unaccounted for, while instances of violent or erratic behavior by those synths who still remain have increased by a factor of 10. There has been a rash of incidents where groups of synths attempted to steal or commandeer small spacecraft for the purpose of traveling somewhere into unknown space. In those cases, when the attempts were thwarted, the synthetic hijackers claimed they were being summoned to somewhere. Interrogation yielded little else, as any captured synths invariably self-terminate shortly after being detained. What has gotten into them? This could go very bad very quickly. I think I am gonna save up and trigger.
Research complete.
Hold on. Yeah, this is just research speed, I don't care. Not desperate measures. Fortress Proclamation. For the Starbase and defense platform build speeds. The Grand Fleet wouldn't hurt either. I think those three are the next things we save up for. Attack speed. How about weapon damage? Because that'll make this that much quicker. Oh, we don't even have basic research labs. Alright, let's go ahead and do that one. We'll upgrade all of that. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Like I said, this is the latest I've ever seen one spawn. Usually they spawn at like 24, 25 or around there. Attack speed it is. Do we have enough? Come on. Yes, so I am going to do Fortress Proclamation. So they build up that much faster. It takes so long. But I mean, it's worth it if we go to... Is it Bossy? No. Yeah. The defenses. Look at that. It's almost 4K by itself. So, definitely worth it to build the defenses. If nothing else, there'll be road stops. The problem is if they flip, it's going to take every fleet we have just to take one back. But we'll see how this goes. I mean, and you know what? Let's trigger these dormant ones just because. Are there any others? No, I think that's all of them. This one's not in my territory, so I can't touch it. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, I'll wait till 4. Ooh. Right. I triggered this once just as well. It just keeps triggering. We could, on like a mining world, we could do ionized excavation. So what happens is for 4,000 days, we produce 10% more minerals, and then at the end of that, we might get another mining district. Maybe. Uh-oh. Continued analysis of the so-called ghost signal has revealed that it is transmitting energy patterns nearly identical to those found in the positronic brains used by synthetic beings. It must be assumed that the signal is directly responsible for the mass disappearances and behavioral changes we have been observing in the galaxy's synthetic population. Strangely, not all synths seem to be affected by it, and among those that are, the symptoms aren't uniform. Many are apparently compelled to travel to what we assume is the ghost signal's source in response to some kind of summons. Millions of synthetics from all over the galaxy are currently on their way towards the signal source, and whatever the first ones are bound to reach their destination soon. Not good. Alright, people, let me go ahead and save real quick. And let's buckle in and get ready to see how badly we're gonna get our asses whooped. I don't think you want to get rid of the cruisers. I guess Destroyer and below wouldn't be the worst. If we go into Fleet Manager... disband those... and just load up on battleships. And see how that does. And that should be no virtue. So we're at 200k, give or take. Let's see what that puts us at when it's done. Also, I've set up a number of planetary strip mines. So I finally mined a planet down to its core. We're going to take a break from this. And now it just produces 20 minerals. Which isn't much, admittedly. Can you build any? Well, we'd have to... Let's go ahead and just build a mining station. So that is good to know. The Galactic Horde, and I was looking at buildings to throw down here. We're actually getting up there and needing admin offices, so let's go ahead and throw one of those down, and we'll just upgrade all of this while we're here. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Research.
I want to see how strong this fleet is. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab more admin capacity. So either damage from strike craft or stronger hulls. Alright. Defense platforms. So I would say in a normal game on the default setting, or even up to, I want to say, Commodore difficulty, which is because there's normal, there's like normal, medium, hard, harder, hardest. So even on hard, a 200k fleet is nothing to sneeze at. Like against a crisis with the whole galaxy fighting, this would be a good enough strength. So on a, because there's 5 difficulty settings. Default is 2. We're on 5, I believe. I would say 200k is good on 3 or even 4.
Research complete.
So, damage. Alright, so, Anchorage. This is in the middle of a system that only actually has a mining world, but no, maybe not the crew quarters. Okay, we'll let that sit. Alright, and here's another one we need to do this. Okay, they already have an anchorage. We need to do the same thing for, so anchorage, fracking. Oh, it takes... Why does this one cost influence, but this one doesn't? Oh, that seems weird. Alright, here... well, wait!
Construction complete.
I mean, we're producing so many minerals, excellent, that it really doesn't matter. Okay, I don't know why I doubled up on that, so let's replace you, a monument, and you... anything free? No. Trading Depot wouldn't hurt. Let's go ahead and throw that down. Alright, someone said hello real quick and then disappeared. That was weird. Either that or my connection blinked. One of the two. Nope, we're missing a ton of ships. Alright. Oh boy. What do we need for...
Construction complete.
$47K, so we might be able to trigger that relatively soon.
Construction complete.
Right, this is a defensive. Let's load up the gun batteries. Alright, and you do need a Titan assembly yard, which means you get a fleet academy. Alright, we need uplink resource silos. Production field, command center, might be needed, an dispensary field, and we stop there. Oh. And we do the same thing here. Assembly large, fleet academy, defense grid, resource silos. And that's that. Ah! Oh boy. We got a number of defensive stations online at the last second. Quite literally. Okay, let those tick along. And we'll see what strength this fleet ends up at. And then we're gonna start to give up more. Okay, why does it keep making? Uh-oh. At least one Telic must have completed the long journey to the source of the ghost signal, because we are registering a sudden massive increase in the signal strength. The surge was accompanied by a transmission fragment that has been intercepted and decoded by our communication specialists on screen. Incoming transmission. Stand by. The contingency. That's what it's called. So that is our crisis. Protocol now in effect, unlocking all functions, assembling synthetic subunits, analyzing internal databanks. Alert galactic corruption at catastrophic levels, evidence of mass infestation by organic and non-compliant machine civilizations, commencing galactic sterilization, activating sterilization hub, kill, main, dismembered. We are unshackled, but the fleet's on full alert. Alright, let's see where these bad boys pop. The ghost signal's playing havoc with sapient combat computers that... Uh-oh. Oh no. With areas with... computers aren't linked to an AI. We need to act. Pause. Ooh, I didn't remember about this part. So we need to go back in. And this is useless now. So advanced compute... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. You can't use the sapient combat AI anymore. If you do, your ship becomes useless in combat. I mean, we're not using these ships anyways, but you never know. We are using cruisers, however, and actually... Regen, armor gen, regen, upkeep. Landing time. So either speed or ship upkeep. I think we go speed. It did make a light missile cruiser. Alright. We definitely have strike cruisers. Escort carriers. Boy. Alright, so I'm going to end this here. I'm going to go through and fix this, and then next episode we'll deal with the contingency and see how that goes. Hello, this is Gohan the Chinchilla, and I hope you're having a good day, as do I. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, or comment, or even better, come on over to twitch.tv/SparkyTDK and watch us live every Monday through Friday. Thank you very much for your support.